Oh, it's go time? Okay. Hi, friends. Welcome back to the Enkounters. So, in today's video, the encounter I will be talking about is weight loss. I'm going to be talking about the first time I deliberately lost a lot of weight. And I say deliberately because I think when I was in high school, I boarded at an all-girls school. And so that weight loss wasn't deliberate. Like, we really got some interesting portions of food. We really got some interesting combinations of food. We had to climb hills, walk long distances. So that in itself was a weight loss package. So I'm not talking about, something like that. I'm talking about a deliberate attempt on my part. So it actually was when I was at university. When I was at university, I think when I was finishing up my third year, I came across an opportunity. And I guess all along I had been searching or, I had been attempting to lose weight, but just here and there I would go to like a big group exercise. That's the only thing deliberate I remember doing before this opportunity I'll be telling you about. So I believe it was my mother, love her bad. She was reading The Gleaner and she came across an ad for people who wanted to. So The Gleaner is a newspaper for those who don't know. She was reading the newspaper and she came across an ad. It was a call out for people who, want to lose weight and try different diets. So I'm like, okay, let me try this thing. Let me try to apply and see if I'm chosen. Just try it. I didn't even have, my expectations that high of being chosen because what are the odds, right? So as it so happens, putting in my little write-up, putting in my story, how much I weigh, how much I'm looking to lose, how old I am. And I had a big birthday coming up. I had a milestone birthday coming up, and people love that stuff. People feed off of milestones, major milestones. So I made sure to put in my write-up that I had my 20th birthday coming up. And I wanted to lose X amount of weight for that occasion. And of course, your girl got chosen. So I got chosen and they were like, okay, we're going to put you on the Special K diet. Now, Special K is a cereal for those who are not cereal fanatics like myself. I don't really like box cereal, tell the honest truth. I'm the kind of person who will buy cereal, eat some, like I'll have one craving, eat some cereal and then put down the box, and the box is sitting either in a cupboard or a fridge for months upon months until it eventually gets tossed. That's me and cereal. So they were like, okay, Special K cereal, it's a low calorie cereal and you have a special diet plan that you must follow. Like I think they said skim milk, not full fat milk with it. And you're supposed to do this for X amount of weeks. Like have it first thing in the morning. I think it was twice. It was morning and supper. You have this Special K cereal and then in lunch you could eat pretty much sensibly. You could eat a sensible meal that was like, carbs, protein, veg. And of course, the more sensible you eat in that meal, it's the more you would lose. And so it was a lot of pressure, I remember thinking, because I'm like, if I flop, I'll be flopping on like a big stage. Like if I lose nothing, zero, zilch, nada, like everybody there's going to be a write-up. My picture is going to be there. Like there will be thousands of people who read this newspaper who will know that this person started the competition and they pretty much did nothing. And it wasn't even a competition as in competing against others. Mostly we were competing against ourselves. We were our own competition because all the people chosen were on different diets. I think you had someone on a blood type diet, So they were eating according to their blood type. And I can't remember what else, but I know I was on the Special K diet, which was interesting because I remember the reporter who came to my dorm, she came and she brought a big box full of Special K cereal. And, as a university student, freeness, it coming like Christmas. So I remember feeling so excited. Like there was the pressure and the nervousness, but then there was the excitement of, wow, I'm kind of getting the celebrity treatment from these people. And they want to see me succeed. So I'm like, okay, I have a responsibility now. I can't fail. I can't flop. So, but I was like, where do I start? They've equipped me with the diet, but in order to have weight loss, you need diet plus exercise. And for me, the only exercise I was consistently getting was walking to and from classes, because where I boarded on dorm, or where I lived on dorm for university, was far from the main campus where we would have classes. So that was literally my only exercise. So I remember, weeks upon weeks, I was doing just that, just making an effort to walk to classes, walk back, not take the school shuttle, because there was a shuttle bus. And then it was a summer break. So then we would be home. And that's when I knew, I would run into issues, because, when you're home, when you're in the comfort of home, and especially as a university student, the first thing you want to do is to just relax, cozy up, watch TV, or, go on the computer and just eat willy-nilly and just not do much, just relax. So I'm like, this is going to be an issue. So pretty much when I went home, it so happened that I had family members who were also on like a weight loss kit. Were on a weight loss plan, some weight loss journey of their own. And I remember that my mom had gotten some Tybo, any Billy Blanks? Is it Billy Blanks or Billy Banks? Whatever his name is. So he came up with Tybo, and at that time Tybo was popular. So my mom had gotten the VHS tapes. So y'all know how old I am, right? So we had that like 2 Tybo tapes. One was basic, one was advanced. And so I remember, like, whenever someone would be working out on one of the tapes, I would try during that period. I would try to, like, even the basic exercise, which I think is like 24 minutes, I would try to do a workout, and it was so foreign to me. Like, any form of working out like that was so foreign to me. If it wasn't walking up a hill or walking on the flat, like, that was my thing. Expert on that, walking to lose weight. But, kickboxing, that was so far out of my element. And so I remember, trying, like, attempting like 5 minutes worth of a Tybo session, and to lift up my foot, it just felt like this foot not lifting. These hands aren't boxing long enough. And so I would just sit down on the floor and watch whoever was working out continue their workout, and just think, boy, this is so insurmountable. This is not for me. This is not something I can do. Like, my heart was just racing and palpitating, which, if you know anything about cardio, that's what your heart is supposed to do. But like I said, it was just so foreign to me that my heart was going boom, 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 and then sweating. We're talking about summer. That's the hottest Jamaica will ever get, the middle of summer. And, not used to lifting my foot that way to kick, and the different maneuvers that he was asking. And if you want to know what I'm talking about, just go into YouTube and type in Tybo basics, and you will understand. Like, if you've never done anything like that, you could understand what it must be like for somebody who has no experience with that. No, I'm a Tybo pro. Like, I know all the moves. Any move Billy Blanks can come with, I know the moves, and I can keep up. Like, so it probably wouldn't be the best thing for me. Like, it would be more worth it for me to explore something else. Like, somebody told me last year about Tabata, and I felt the same way, like how I felt about Tybo all those years ago when I started doing Tabata. But, yeah, back on topic. So I remember, even though I would sit for those minutes and watch, like do the 5 minutes that I could do and sit down and watch, I kept doing it, and I realized that the more I did it, the longer I could go. Right? I could go all the way up to the 24 minutes. And so that was, empowering for me, and that really turned things around for me in terms of, an aha moment. And it came at 19, believe it or not, that, even if an exercise routine seems hard, if I'm consistent, I can do it, and I can keep going, and I can push myself. And that's when I had that encounter and that realization that you're capable of way more than you think. So yeah, long story short, I kept up with it, and I lost some weight. I don't remember how much. I may look up the news article. I think I have a news article. I may drop it in the description or try to put it in the edit somewhere, of how much I lost. And I remember the amount wasn't quite what I expected or what I was, wanting for myself, but I was still proud of it because I'd never been through anything like that, like in terms of a consistent diet and in terms of, doing workouts that I was unaccustomed to doing. Never did anything like that. And so it really turned things around for me, because then after leaving university, it just, I just lost more weight with that realization. I started doing things like going for hikes up mountains, going for walks, exercising on my own, which was a big thing. Like I would just come home from school or from work, and I would just be in my room or on my bed, and I'm like, I don't feel like doing any type of, but I'm going to do something, whether it's abs or what should I call it now? Abs or squats or dancing, putting on some music and dancing, which was one of my favorite things to do also. Just knowing that, I can raise up my heart rate by myself and, get this thing going. There was also a time when I wanted more drastic results, and I cut out meat, and I was vegetarian for months upon months upon months. And that for me was key. In terms of like a drastic weight loss. And, long story short, I may go into the vegetarian story in a different video, but long story short is, that encounter with the Special K diet was, an awakening for me in terms of realizing that I can push myself beyond what I think in terms of exercise. And it's a story that's special to me. And I tell myself because I am back in a position where I want to lose weight. And so I always tell myself that if I did it then, I can do it again. Granted, I'm no longer 19. And, the older you get, the harder it gets. But, just to have those pictures and to have that memory that I did it and I can do it again. Yeah, I've got this. You've got this if you're on a weight loss journey too. So thank you for listening. If you got this far and you like these stories, please, give the video a like. It's free. Don't cost you anything. Comment if you feel led, drop a word of encouragement or, say, this has happened to me too. Yeah, I like those comments too. And also, share with a friend. If you know someone who may be interested, tell them that the Enkounters is on YouTube talking a bag of things. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.